Archaic. If something is archaic, it is very old or outdated.
To be competitive, we must update our archaic equipment.
Benevolent. If someone is benevolent, they are kind and generous.
My father was a benevolent man and gave lots of money to charity.
Brass. Brass is a metal that is used to make musical instruments and ornaments.
Brass is used to make musical instruments like trumpets.
Capitalism. Capitalism is an economic system where private companies make goods for profit.
Most industries in the world today are based on capitalism.
Component. A component is a part of a larger machine.
Computers have many different components, so they are complicated to build.
Dependence. Dependence is a situation in which somebody relies on something else.
Young children have a dependence on their parents.
Diminish. To diminish means to reduce or get smaller.
As the economy got worse, my savings diminished.
Drawback. A drawback is a disadvantage.
The drawback of having a car is that it is very expensive to maintain.
Fad. A fad is something that is popular for a short time.
The hula hoop was a fad for a few years, but it soon lost its popularity.
Impose. To impose means to interrupt or force your ideas on other people.
He imposes on his wife every morning by expecting her to make breakfast.
Managerial. Managerial describes something related to a manager or management.
Nancy has a managerial position at the bank.
Medieval. If something is medieval, it comes from the period between 650 and 1500 CE.
We visited a castle that was built during medieval times.
Obsolete. If something is obsolete, it is not used anymore because something better exists.
Since computers became inexpensive, typewriters have become obsolete.
Peninsula. A peninsula is a large piece of land that is surrounded by the sea on 3 sides.
The state of Florida is an example of a peninsula.
Prestige. If a person has prestige, people admire or respect them.
The young actress gained much prestige after she won an award.
Proportion. A proportion is an amount that shows the link between the parts and the whole.
Only a small proportion of the people in this town actually work here.
Radical. If something is radical, it is very new or different.
The president is planning to make some radical changes to the law.
Refute. To refute something means to prove that it is false or incorrect.
The bank manager has refuted the claims that he lied to his customers.
Spectacular. If something is spectacular, it looks or sounds very impressive.
There was a spectacular fireworks display in the park at New Year.
Weave. To weave means to make cloth using horizontal and vertical threads.
We saw a woman weave a blanket on her vacation to South America.